show me something. That's another set, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move. Audible, it's gonna be
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 44, Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now Fields. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
gets through and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, you Karima, we know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Now they can't bring him down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Alert! 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 Kings!
A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 26. Well, this defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Montgomery, a first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play action. It's Fields. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Mayfield on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And powering through at the 35. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Escaping the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
First down, Mayfield. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check, check. Lucky.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They run. Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Mayfield to throw it. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 17-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figured from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On play action, Fields. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Chubb. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, check back 27. Alert 33. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hurry. Regular. Check.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Chubb again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by one score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And the Bears are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's caught inside the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Caught by Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down. Fields throwing again. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And just shedding him off there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And it's Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.